Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today we are doing a daily checkup reading and we're going to be finding out what is going on with your situation, the causes of your situation, and of course we will be looking at advice and guidance as well. So here's the thing. Look. Now, you would have noticed that my table is a bit different today because I got the Palo Santo out, okay? I am going to try and keep this one burning throughout this read because we've got a bit of a channeled message that was coming through. Now, this is like the fifth time that without exaggerating, this is the fifth time I have tried to do this reading today. And there is a particularly bad energy this going around, okay? That's why I'm going to try and keep the Palo Santo burning throughout this read. Here's the thing. The spiritual attacks has increased exponentially. And I would say it's been building up for the past week. But certainly this morning, I'm feeling it incredibly strong, okay? So, very, very specific message for other tarot readers on YouTube. You're the ones that are mostly under the firing line of this. You're having your channels attacked. You are having your channels attacked. And it's by other tarot readers. Okay. Now, I have asked for clarification, and the card that came out when I asked for that clarification was ask for further information. So if you're also a tarot reader here on YouTube, let me know, and let me know what your experiences of these more recent spiritual attacks have been, okay? Because you've been having your channels attacked, right? Everyone else, if you're not on YouTube, let me just get a tissue. The spiritual attacks have been a bit different, and it's where your relationships with other people have been under the firing line. So you're going to feel particularly rejected by others at this point in time. That's part of the spiritual attack. Okay. Feeling like people don't like you. Feeling like no one cares. No one wants to hear what it is that you have to say. And feeling like other people at the moment don't have time for you, and they're coming out with all these excuses as to why they can't spend time with you, okay? That's all part of these spiritual attacks that's going on. So what do you do about it? Well, when it comes down to YouTube readers being attacked by other YouTube readers, you're going to be very limited, I'm afraid, on what you can actually do about that. Just ride it out. Be aware that it's going on, and don't quit. Don't quit, because that's their ultimate goal. They're wanting for you to go, hands up, okay, fine, forget it. Fuck it, I'm done. I'm out. I can't fight anymore. That's what they want. That's exactly what they want. Do not quit. And for those where you're not a tarot reader on YouTube and you're experiencing the relationships with others being attacked, what can you do about it in that situation? Keep the lines of communication open. Remain vigilant. And make sure, at this point in time, make sure that you are crystal clear with how you communicate to others, and make sure that it cannot possibly be misconstrued into something else. Okay? Now, obviously, this sort of thing, it isn't new. Okay, it's not new by any stretch of the imagination. It's just more recently it's been intensified. That's the only difference. So I do apologize for those who are like, what is this shit? Just get on with the tarot. I can only apologize, okay? I've got to give all of the information that comes through is vital, because it's all part of the reading. Tarot is just a tiny bit of a tarot reading. Think about it. All right? So, the overall nature of your current situation is the haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Now, how spooky is that? It's right there. You've got to hold your ground. Hold your current course. And do not fall for the trickery that's going on with these spiritual attacks. You must not quit. And you're going to be wondering, well, why am I under this umbrella of being spiritually attacked? Because you're gifted. You have something of value to offer the world. And somebody is making it their life ambition to shut people like you and me up. They don't like it when we speak. That's why. If you're attracted to this reading, you're right under that umbrella with the rest of us that are going through this. Guaranteed. So you're going to reap what you have sown, which is goodness, it's positivity, it's abundance, it's growth. Especially for those other tarot readers. They're telling me to take the next ones from the top of the pile, so I'm just going to move that, because I've got a habit of shuffling the cards in my hand as I'm speaking. So my instructions are clear. I'm going to listen. This also works both ways because it's karma. So those who have been throwing around this negativity, who have been actively sabotaging other people, they also are going to reap what they have sown. They are trying to sow devastation and destruction for others. They are trying to make it so that the truth seekers and truth speakers zip it and shut up. So what's going to happen, you're going to start to see a blowback on their own stuff that they have currently got on the go, that they are currently working on. You're going to see them in the decline and you on the upwards. That's how this is going to play out. There is strong karma at play. And that ties in 100% with that channeled message that I was getting. I'm not going to lie. As I say, like, I've tried to do this read 5 times. And every time I tried, I could feel myself getting more and more irate, more angry, more frustrated, because I'm like, what the hell is going on with this energy? You know? I'm not going to get that on. But it's like I was being blocked. Horrendously blocked. And I could feel myself getting really pissed off with it all. And then the messages started coming through. I'm like, righto then. Righto then. That makes perfect sense. Okay then. So I'm going to do my best to try and get this reading out. And what I'll do is I'll actually take an extra copy of it, just in case, because I very much suspect that this read might go out a little bit late tonight if it does get sabotaged. But I very much suspect that's going to be the case. But I'm going to prepare for it. And for those who are also feeling that negativity and that negative energy hitting you as well, you can prepare for it. Okay? Take double copies of things. Take evidence of things. It's incredibly upsetting to know that there are people out there actively working to bring the spiritual community down. But that's life. Let's be real, that's life. Okay? Spiritual warfare. So keep that karma in mind, because this is the overall nature of this current situation. My cards don't lie to me. My guides don't lie to me. The channeled messages that come through, never, ever, ever, ever once have they lied to me. Ever. And they never will. It sounds dramatic. It is dramatic. It is. Because this, I tell you, this is people's livelihoods that are being fucked with. Especially for other spiritual workers. This is our job. Is our job. We do this, yes, to help other people. We also do this to help our own families. We do this because it's our job. It's what we're good at. It's where our skills are. It's our livelihoods. The influences that's going on in the background here, love. This needs to be brought to the forefront. Okay? It's that age-old quote, everything that you do it from a place of love. Try not to become like those who are sending spiritual attacks to everyone else. Remember, they come from a place of spite. They come from a place of jealousy. They come from a place of fear. They do it because they're afraid of you. They're afraid of people like us. And I don't like this whole us versus them. I don't like it. I've never liked it. However, in this context, it is appropriate. It is appropriate because people who do that do not come from the same place that you and I come from. They just don't. Everything you do it from a place of love. They say that love is the highest vibration of all. We are going to clarify all this with the tarot. Okay. You've got the immediate causes of your situation as this dark women in reverse. They don't mean someone's skin tone. It's fuck all to do with that. That's their soul that's dark. That's what they mean with that. There's a dark feminine energy that is spearheading these spiritual attacks towards the rest of the spiritual community. They have a dark soul. Like I said, they're not from the same place as the rest of us. They're not. They're not doing this by themselves. There is no way that they're doing that by themselves. This is just the one that's the figurehead. The one that's bossing everyone else around. The one that's sending out the orders. Enemy or the obstacle that you're needing to face, the gavel. Involvement with the law. It's crazy. In this context, it's spiritual law. Because you've got to read within context. I mean, fair play, yes, for a tiny, tiny handful of yous, that you could be dealing with an ongoing situation with court and courthouses and court hearings and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, fair play. There could be something going on like that, right? In that scenario, you've got to make sure that you've crossed all your T's, dotted all of your I's, and make sure that you stick to the facts. This is coming out in the context of spiritual law for the rest of us. And this is an obstacle that is needing to be faced. The obstacle that we're facing, this dark energy, this evil feminine, let's call a spade a spade, they are breaking spiritual laws. It's tied in with this karma. Do not, under any circumstances, feel tempted to give them back a taste of their own medicine. That's why it's coming out as an obstacle. The obstacle is you have to trust that Spirit's on this. You have to trust that beyond the veil, know exactly what's going on, can see everything. And you have to leave it up to them to deal with this person without you getting your hands dirty. Your challenge is to keep your temper. Your challenge is to not become like them in order to have them dealt with. I get it. I understand. I understand the temptation 100%. Because I struggle with that one myself, how easy it would be. But you've got to keep in mind, if you were to take that particular course of action and send shit back to them, you would then become no better than they. And that's exactly what we don't want. We just got to ride out this particular storm as unscathed as possible, or be prepared to rebuild once this particular storm has passed. Okay? Your response is everything. The attitude that you need, butterfly, off center, a change for the better. So the attitude that you're needing is to try and focus on the positives. I know it sounds cheesy, okay? A lot of yous are feeling like you've got no other choice but to sit on your hands and do nothing while all of this goes on. And you know what? You're not actually doing nothing, because you're trying to work through it as best you can. You're trying to remain positive, or as positive as what you can, or as optimistic as you possibly can. Like, literally trying to rise above it. That's not ignoring it. You know it, you acknowledge it, you feel it. It's confusing, yes, absolutely. But ultimately, you know that this situation is going to change up. And when it does, you're going to be first in the queue. Okay? Action that you're needing to take. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. Yeah. Ask for help. Help others where possible also. It's the hand, it's the friendly hand. Recognize where others are also going through these spiritual attacks. Most likely outcome, the funnel, a period of frustration and lessons to be learnt. So the most likely outcome is, for the short term, This is going to continue. For the short term, this person is going to feel like they're getting away with it. They're going to get more confident. And of course, with that, they're going to grow to be more arrogant. And that is when they're going to get cut down to size. Okay. In the meanwhile, they're saying that there are lessons for you to learn through this process. Now, that could be lessons in patience. It could be lessons in adaptability. It could be lessons in resilience. Take your pick. There's going to be different lessons for all of us to learn throughout this process. Okay. And at the end of this process, we are going to be changed. We are going to be different from how we are now. So keep a hold of that love energy. Okay. Can you tell us more about this haystack, please? This karma. What's going on with this karma? Thank you. It's reversed. Ooh. The stress levels are sky high at the moment. The Knight of Pentacles in the reversed position. Yeah. Yeah. So they seem to think basically that by throwing out these attacks on everyone else, that they are going to be able to elevate their own position. And they have forgotten the rules of karma. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You cannot possibly try and extinguish someone else's flame to make yours look brighter. It doesn't work that way. But they seem to think it does. And it absolutely doesn't. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're making things extremely unpleasant for themselves in the long run. Because that's long-term energy. And it's reversed. That's also saying, that's Spirit's way of saying, guys, this is going to be dealt with a lot quicker than you might anticipate it will be. Okay? Yeah, the Page of Swords in the upright and the Ten of Wands off center. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be able to put down this burden soon. These troubles will soon be over. And the Page of Swords, again, that's like, just keep a watch on the situation. Keep an eye on the situation. Can you tell us about this dark woman? Thank you. Yeah, see, Seven of Swords. Told you. They've got a dark soul. Trying to take from others in order to boost their own presence, their own numbers, their own values as success, whatever the case might be. And they're going to be exposed on a massive level. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. The Sun off center. And the Lovers off center. It's public humiliation. So for those where this is a dark tarot reader on YouTube that's doing this to boost their own numbers, to boost their own success, and spiritually attacking the rest of the tarot readers in order to elevate themselves because they've got a dark soul. They don't care about helping other people. They don't care about that at all. All they're wanting is fame, fortune, attention. They want in the spotlight. That's what they want. They do this line of work to feed their own ego. And they're currently lying to people in order to do that. And then they're sabotaging other people's channels here. Seven of Swords, Ten of Cups, there's public humiliation that's coming in for that person. So they're trying to get rid of the rest of us. They're actually orchestrating their own destruction. Nobody is going to want to work with them. Nobody is going to want to even acknowledge that they ever worked with them in the first place. This one is going to cause a huge scene. They're going to cause a huge drama. They're trying to run everyone else off of this platform. They're running themselves off the platform. This is not a successful outcome for them at all. And it's literally all of the negative karma that they've been chucking at everyone else is coming back to them. Oh, what's this? Consequences of your own actions? Yeah. Public humiliation. Tell us about the gavel. The gavel, clarified with the Five of Wands. There's a decision here that's being made about them. I have to keep pausing because this read's playing havoc with my throat. Judgment in reverse. The judgment is not going to go in their favour. And here's the twisted thing. If that person initially started off as being spiritually gifted, if they ever had any type of spiritual gifts to begin with, they're having those gifts taken off of them. Because enough is enough. Enough is enough. Everybody, including Spirit, has had enough of this person taking advantage of them, thinking that they are elevated over and above Spirit itself. Five of Wands in this context is a struggle. So they are struggling to validate their own actions. They're not going to be able to validate their own actions. Judgment's being passed. It is not going to go in their favour. Clarify love. Thank you. It's off centre. Four of Pentacles off centre. So whoever this is, I can tell you now, they've got this strange attitude about love and what love actually is. They think that that there's only enough, that there's only a certain amount of love available. They've got a lack mentality when it comes down to love. So that this is someone who gets jealous of everyone for everything. Okay. Because in their head, love is a limited resource. That's straight out of the Narcissist Playbook 101. Every single narcissistic person on the planet has this belief. Love is a limited resource. That's why they become jealous of others. That's why they become jealous of their own daughters. They become jealous of their own best friends. They become jealous of someone getting a promotion at work. Because in their head, oh, there's only enough to go around and that person's just taken it off of me. And that's not what's happened at all. Hey. What else can you tell us about this love energy? Yeah, Hanged Man and the Four of Wands. I don't know which sign this person is. Okay, they could be any sign. The only thing I'm going to be able to do is read the strongest overall energy. Okay, because I'm not a psychic. I'm an intuitive. Right? So to get the pinpoint accurate details of exactly who this person is, their full name, their full address, their date of birth, their entire birth chart, obviously I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay. Hanged Man and the Four of Wands. Yeah, you've got a victory that's coming in. You just got to hang tight. You got to wait this out. And you and everyone else affected by this person, you're all going to get together and have a cause for a celebration here. And here's the thing as well. You're going to make friends for life through this experience, because you're all going to meet each other. You're all going to gravitate towards each other. You've all got these shared experiences here. And it builds up these lifelong friendships. But Spirit is telling you, hold firm, hang tight, okay? You've got to try and remain as strong as you possibly can throughout this process. Make sure that you give yourself love. Make sure you're showing yourself compassion at this time, because that's another thing that's being affected by this individual, is your ability to be patient and compassionate towards yourself. You're going to find yourself on a short fuse. You're going to find yourself being incredibly irritated or irritable pretty much constantly. Okay, you've got to hang tight and ride this wave. Can you tell us about this change for the better? Thank you. The Seven of Cups reversed, which is no more confusion. That's everything all out in the open. As I say, public humiliation for this person. Ace of Wands reversed. Yep. They failed. They failed. They failed in their ambition to metaphorically wipe everyone else off of the map so that only they were remaining, and they failed. Delusions of grandeur is what they suffer from. And that's where their entitlement comes from. Baby cat's agreeing. Baby cat's agreeing. Can you tell us about this hand? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune off center for the hand. They're trying to make you feel isolated and alone. There is a very lucky turn of events that's coming in here for everybody. There's going to be a huge cleanup process that Spirit undertakes. Three of Swords off center. Start taking care of your own needs right now. Start that healing process right now. Okay. Three of Swords off center. There will be a time for you to deliberate over everything that this person's caused. Right now, you've got to be as strong as possible. Okay. Try and put your focus also on others who have been affected or are being affected by this person. And you're going to know it, because you're just going to feel it. You're going to recognize it straight away. Okay. Extend an offer of help. Sisterhood, brotherhood, whatever the case is, towards that person. Okay. Who you know full well is also being spiritually attacked by that one. Can you tell us more about this funnel? Yeah. Three of Wands. Rapid growth and expansion. They are stifling everyone else's growth because they're wanting all of that growth for themselves. It does not work that way. I don't know why this person is so fucking stupid to not understand. It doesn't work that way. It never has, and it never will. They're masters of their own destruction here, and everyone else is going to be able to move on from this. Rapid growth and expansion, the Three of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, the Tower. There it is. There it is. They're destroying their own lives here by trying to ruin everyone else's. They really do get their just desserts. Now, it is going to be really, really hard to feel any kind of compassion for a person like that, especially because this has been going on for months. Months and months and months this person's been doing this, and they thought we didn't know. Oh, we knew. We just didn't say anything, but we knew. What else for our collective, please? Right, so we're going to take the top one. You did get like half the deck that flipped over, but we are going to take the top one, okay, because that's the strongest message. Right, so your healing message is, within each of us there is a yin and a yang, a feminine and a masculine, a passive and active. To have inner harmony, strive to balance all aspects of who you are, to align with your true nature, love, accept and embrace yourself totally and completely. Okay? So, this situation is going to be pulling up that darkness, if you will, within all of us, that desire for justice, that desire for maybe revenge, you know, all of these more complicated, should we say, emotions that we like to pretend we don't have, but in actual fact we do have. So that's what's going on for the collective at the moment, is their shadow side is being brought up to the surface. So you don't take action on your shadow side, you know, this desire, this need for justice and revenge and all the rest, okay? Don't take action on it. But it's saying sit with that aspect of yourself and reflect on that aspect of yourself and remember that you are better than that. Because bearing in mind, this person became the way that they did, the way that they have, because they were unable to control that more shadow aspect of themselves. Okay, you've got to balance out. Right, so let's take a look at the spiritual AF deck, and then we can close out your read. Again, I can only apologize for the heaviness of that reading, but again, I cannot sit there and ignore channeled messages coming through. I cannot sit there and redo the readings until it gives this happy-go-lucky read that everybody wants to hear, okay? I can't do shit like that. I can't. It would be dishonorable. Right. Don't be an ungrateful shit. Seriously, if you're reading these cards, you're super privileged AF because you can read. And reading's super fucking fantastic. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah, we're not completely fucked because we know how to read. So it's basically Spirit's way of saying, look, yes, you've got all of this going on. Fair enough, you're not the only one that it's happening to, but there is still so much for you to be grateful for as well, okay? So your perspective, your outlook is going to be everything, okay? So at the moment, feels like it's impossible. You know, you're on the verge of going, do you know what, sod this. I'm never going to win. You know, throw your hands up, okay, I'll quit. That's the one thing that you must not do. One thing you must not do. Right? So, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful to someone. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. If you feel that you're going to need a private reading off of me, then you can visit me on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. There's so much more information that you might find useful in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.